My role as a physical therapist is really first to sit down and talk to the patient, find out their pain, their problems, where it's impacting their life, and then evaluate and really do a thorough examination of both their joints and their muscles, making sure that the joints are moving the way they're supposed to, that they have enough muscle length, that their muscles are balanced, so that way I can look at their posture, their walking, and see where their pain and dysfunction is impacting them in their life, and how I can really help to effectuate change there.
And how do you do those evaluations?
Well, it starts with a basic interview process. I mean, they come in, they fill out some paperwork, they write down, where they think their problems lie within their lives, and then we sit down and we talk. And I ask them, when did your problems start? What are your symptoms? How have those symptoms changed over time? Which gives me a basic idea of where to go from there with the actual examination part of it. And we go from there. I try not to linger too much on just the pain, which is a very subjective measure, and really look at where it's coming from. Put your arms down at your side and just take a nice big deep breath. Pain is important for quality of life, and so it's absolutely something that we want to take into consideration, but we also want to look at, okay, there's pain here, but is there also a loss of motion or muscle tightness, or is it a postural problem where, they're sitting all day like this, and so, there's some muscle tightness here and things like that. So I'm going to look at their posture then, and then from there, I will usually look at their range of motion, either upper extremity, lower extremity. I will always screen the entire body, no matter what part I'm working on. Hold it for 2 to 3 seconds and then bring it down. Now, I want you to take a nice deep breath in before you do it and exhale as you lift. Good.
I've been coming to BackSmart for about 3 years. I had a car accident about 3 years ago, and I needed some help with my back and the injuries I had, and so I've been coming here since then. I was having some neck issues and some back issues, and recently, from a recent surgery, I have some foot issues. They're taking care of everything here.
This part at the bottom of the scar feels better, though.
It's not as hard.
It's definitely not as hard.
I suffered an injury on the job, and I had 2 serious back operations, and this was close by me, and I came here, and the service here was good, so I decided to stay with them.
How's it going, okay?
Oh.
Does that hurt your knee?
No,
Okay.
it's not the legs,
The pulling in the back?
muscles, and the joints.
How does PT integrate into the philosophy and practice of the BackSmart Wellness Center?
It's a really great setup that we have here, because I really, most of the time, am looking at the muscle balance issues, core strengthening issues, as that relates to pain. And so a lot of times what happens, especially posturally, is that, when someone's posture is off and they're curved forward or not sitting up straight, their spine will come out of alignment. And that leads to the muscles becoming shortened in some areas and stretched and weak in other areas. And your muscles have memory. So once they decide that they like that position, and that's your habit to sit like that, they get comfortable there and they like it. So with the adjustment, the doctor, the chiropractor, he can put that alignment back into the place that it's supposed to be, and then what I can do is help to train the muscles to stay there. And so we work really well together in that way.
I liked that everything was encompassed in one place, physical therapy, chiropractic, acupuncture, nutritionist. I enjoyed having that all in one place.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
And the friendly atmosphere here makes things so much easier.
Victor, what do you like about the service here?
Well, it's a personal thing. Not only is she my physical therapist, but I consider her a friend. And, everybody here I'm on first name basis with, so I'm comfortable here.
So what we're going to do this time, we're going to hold it just like this, and I'm going to pull your foot down. You might feel a little bit more towards the calf and a stronger stretch. Can you feel that?
Yep.
Now, the most common impairments that you see, what are they?
I think when it comes down to it, most of what we're looking at is that posture, and where we see the most impairments is with core muscle weakness and muscle tightness. And what that means is that everything needs to work together. In order for your spine to line up the way it's supposed to, you have to have muscle balance, meaning the muscles in the front, the abdominal muscles and those deep abdominal muscles need to be just as strong as the muscles in the back, your back extensors. And if you're off between the front and the back, the right and the left, it throws the spine off. So a lot of what core muscle strengthening is getting people to engage those deep muscles that create a corset around the spine and protects you like a muscular girdle would. So once we can train them to engage, we can get the whole core stronger. And ultimately that will help decrease pain. You're gonna do 3 for me on this leg, holding for 20, and then we'll switch and I'll stretch your other leg and then we'll go do this one on the other leg, okay? Now on the flip side of that, while those muscles are weak, other muscles like the hamstrings, the calf muscles, the hip flexors, tend to get very tight. And so we also want to stretch those muscles and make sure that we're lengthening and strengthening the right muscles so that the person can achieve the proper posture.
She puts me through it, she puts me through it, but, I'm willing to do it because I'm trying to get better.
She works you hard, but I feel a lot better now that I've been seeing her.
She's very good at what she does.
Oh, she's the best.
Now, what kind of hoops does she put you through?
Oh, I have to ride bikes and stretch muscles and stretch the back and kick and do some of everything.
As you can see, I'm sweating now, I'm trying,
Sounds like you two have a great working relationship.
Yeah. She don't really have to do much with me, she just lets me go.
I don't go where they say. I go where I know that people are great and they know what they're doing.
You want to have your hips at about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more, and you want to have your knees a little bit lower than your hips. Your both feet need to be flat on the floor.
What about crossing your legs? You know how we love to do that.
Well, you can cross at the ankles and still keep a good back position, but crossing one thigh over the other, not good.
Okay, got it.
That's going to definitely tweak you at the low back, so you want to be careful with that. So when you sit in your chair, we have all these great chairs out there. They say, oh, lumbar support and ergonomically correct and all those kinds of things. But if I'm 5'3" and someone else is 6'4" and we've got the same chair, we obviously need support in different areas. So there's a couple easy adjustments on the chair you can usually make. You can adjust the height. So if you're shorter like I am, in order for my feet to hit the ground, I'm going to need to lower the chair. The other thing I could do is put a box or something under my feet, and that would, allow me to keep my feet flat on the floor, but raise them a little bit. It's the little things that are going to make the biggest difference, those small postural habits that if we can correct them, ultimately are going to lead you to have great success in what you do. So we're going to start at the beginning with the exercises. We're going to start with these. Remember those? So you're going to go 10 times to each side. You're going to sit up nice and tall, squeeze shoulder blades together, tummy in. Head straight ahead. You're going to look side to side at a moderate pace, 10 to each, okay? How is that, okay?
Yeah, I was just doing a few extras.
Oh, absolutely. An overachiever you are. I have a lot of characters in here. We really try to foster a very fun-loving kind of environment. People are in pain. They don't feel at their best. They're not feeling great, but we want them to come in and relieve a little bit of stress because stress and tension in your life is not going to give you the same result that you want to have. In through your nose and out through your mouth. I got to keep my eye on you.
That's why I count. That's breathing.
Yes, count out loud and then I'll know.
Oh, count out loud. I don't know how to count.
I'm sure in one of your many languages you can count to 10. There you go. So we try to have a good time. We try to incorporate laughter and things like that into the treatment sessions.
It seems like you and your physical therapist, Carolyn, have a good time.
Absolutely. It is definitely an adventure every time you come in here. It's a lot of fun.
Does she put you through the hoops too?
Absolutely. I am sore when I leave here, but I feel great as the days go on. So,
And what do you think of her as a person who you work with your therapy?
I think she's a wonderful person. She has a wonderful heart. She definitely is trying to take care of you and care for your whole being, not just your physical being. So it's a wonderful experience.
She just makes me laugh, and she's good, and she does what she's supposed to do with me. She does a good job.
So we're going to try for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Low resistance.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on level 1, but if it still feels like it's too hard, you can just press this to arrow. It'll go down. If it feels a little too easy, you're going to go up.
Okay. She's funny. She makes you want to come here, and she's outgoing, and she makes me laugh. And she's good.
I have a couple people. I had set the person up for the electric stim, and she was lying face down, and I saw that, I just wanted to check on her, make sure that she was doing okay. And I called her name, and there was no response, and, so I'm looking at her, and I'm looking, and I'm okay. And then all of a sudden she starts laughing. I was like, what is going on? And she said, oh, I was holding my breath. I wanted you to think I was dead. I said, you gave me a minor heart attack.
When I was relaxing, I was just relaxing, and she didn't see me breathing. She said I wasn't breathing.
Sounds like you all have a great rapport.
Oh, yes, she's great, and I like to mess with her.
They are so bad.
Yeah, they think that I dish it out and I give them a lot of work to do, but they do the same thing to me. So
They
we have
do
a
give
good
their
time
all.
back here.